Have you ever thought about what else you can do with food scraps or that last slice of pizza you're just unable to finish, other than chucking them into the rubbish bin? Simone, who is a primary school teacher from Oakley, has been composting kitchen waste of her family for more than 20 years.
Inside here is my kitchen waste. You can see some banana peels and other fruit waste. I just started being uncomfortable with throwing away food. There was a lot of information around about that it was a resource that can be used to enrich the soil, and you can use it in your own garden to create better soil for growing vegetables, and I've always been really interested in growing my own vegetables. I put my coffee ground straight from here into here. Anything that was once alive can be composted.
Just across the road, Edward also keeps 2 composting bins in his backyard.
If you put like vegetable scraps like from your kitchen into landfill in the regular rubbish, they don't break down because the environment isn't right. There's lots of plastic, there's not enough oxygen. It doesn't break down in the right way. It doesn't turn back into soil. It just sits there and sort of does nothing.
From my perspective, it's a really interesting sort of breakdown process. So you start with useless food scraps that are too complicated to be used by plants, to be used as fertilizer or something. And by putting them through this composting process, they sort of ferment a little bit like a beer might ferment, or the way a pickled cabbage might ferment. And that fermentation process turns it from this really complicated sort of organic matter into much more simple organic matter that's able to be used particularly by plants.
Worm farms is also a popular composting choice for people who are seeking to build a more organic garden.
The great thing about worms is that they'll eat pretty well anything, and they eat it, they sort of digest it, and they poo out dirt. And they poo out really nutrient-rich dirt that can be used for pretty well anything.
And there's a spout at the bottom, so you can get liquid from it that's it's good fertilizer. So usually the liquid's like much darker because it's got more soil and worm castings in it, but at the moment, because there's been lots of rain, it's pretty pale.
Every year, food waste in Australia amounts to 8.2 million tons, costing the average household over $2,200, with most of them going to landfill. The Victorian government is aiming to eliminate the impact of organic wastes in 2043 through a 30-year resources recovery plan. Composting is one of the key biological processing techniques that have been used to recover organic wastes on a commercial scale. Jie Fan works for an organization called Worm Lovers that specializes in providing biological waste management services to government and normal households.
So the council is our biggest, biggest client. Yeah, they're subsidizing communities if they want to do this kind of composting hubs in their maybe apartment blocks. So we go and install the bins for them and give them a workshop.
This goes in a bin. Yeah, we have a organic bin here in a market. So because our coffee is organic, so we just chuck in the organic bin, and maybe the guys use this as a fertilizer or manure somewhere.
I think there's something really satisfying about seeing your own waste turn into some useful product at the other end. I think that's something you don't really see when you just throw something into the bin and leave it at the curbside. I think being able to see your waste turn into something that you can then use to grow your own vegetables in the backyard is really cool.
I really feel that neighbours helping neighbours and businesses and community working together, we can really make a big difference to environmental problems such as greenhouse gases and the complexity of our recycling problems now, that China won't take our recycling anymore. We need to really face ourselves and take a good look at what we're doing and decrease what we're sending to landfill.